This time last year, I was obsessing over a girl. This girl I never went on a date with. I never really had a one-to-one meeting with. I was obsessing over something that never was. Now, this was a girl that was in one of my classes at college, and in class we had some good banter. I was kind of flirting with her, she was kind of flirting back. The funny thing is that I never really asked for her Instagram. She was like using her Instagram or something. I was behind her. I like glanced at her phone, searched up her name, and just followed her. Like I didn't even ask, "Oh, what's your name?" And she noticed. She's like, "Oh, okay," and then followed me back. I started messaging her, and things were going great. We were messaging back and forth. We were, having good conversation, and I believe it was, we were having a holiday off college or whatever, and I invited her to do something. I was like, "Oh, I'm going on a walk here. Would you like to join me?" And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm going shopping with my mum, whatever." I was like, "Okay, when are you free next?" She's like, "Looks like I'm going to be busy for the week, but I'll let you know." Do you think she let me know? Absolutely not. Why didn't she let me know? Because she wasn't interested. Why didn't she let me know she wasn't interested? Because that's what girls do. They're either trying to be too polite or they're enjoying the attention that you're giving them. Because they're getting the attention. You're not getting anything out of it. It's, a win-win situation for her. Regardless, I was still messaging her and I was holding on for the chance that she was going to let me know when we could go out. And I'd be messaging her. The replies came less frequently, and there was one instance where I kind of just snapped and looked at myself and thought, what are you doing? It was where she took 16 hours to reply to a message, and I was waiting for a reply. Now, obviously didn't wait 16 hours, but I was checking my phone all the time. And there was one instance where I was laying on my bed, staring at the ceiling, listening to Let Her Go by Passenger. You know the song where it's like, "Only know you love her when you let it go. Only know you're high when you're feeling low. Only know you love her when you let it go." And great rendition there. And the hilarious thing was, like I said, I'd never been on a date with this girl. I'd never been amorously attached to this girl. Yet I was acting like I'd been broken up with. I was listening to like a breakup song, feeling sad, staring at the ceiling over a girl that did not like me back, that probably had not the slightest idea that I liked her. Or maybe she did, and she just, wasn't interested. And that, I just cringe at that moment now. From an outside perspective looking in, I wish I could just slap myself across the face and say, "Pull yourself together, man." Because I could have been doing so many other productive things. I could have been exercising. I could have been studying and got a better grade in biology. I barely passed in my biology class. And I could have been dedicating time to that and got a better grade. But instead I was focusing on this girl. Not even necessarily the girl, just the idea, I guess. It was, my first opportunity to get with a girl or have a date with a girl, whatever you want to call it. So I was so enchanted and hypnotized by this idea that nothing else seemed to matter. Hence why I was laying on my bed listening to Passenger. It's so crazy because it's like a scene from a movie, but there was just no reason for me to do it. Like, purely because she didn't reply to my message and took what she did. It took 16 hours to reply. And I think that was just, like I journaled about it as well, which it was kind of good, but at the same time I was just making it way more than it needed to be. I was obsessing. Now, I don't think obsession is healthy a lot of the time, especially when it's with a person. Even if you're together with this person, even if you're with this individual, you've been going out, you shouldn't obsess over them. Because at the end of the day, you're your own person. You've got your own shit to do. You've got your own life. You've got your own journey. And if you've got this dream, if you've got this drive, if you've got stuff that you need to do, whether it's, working on your purpose, studying, exercising, stuff that you've promised yourself, simply thinking about this individual all the time isn't going to help you, and it certainly isn't going to help them. Because if you truly love them, you're wanting to bring them up with you. You're wanting to improve yourself to the level where you can be a better person to them, a better partner. If you're just sat thinking, daydreaming, being in love, or whether it's like me and you were obsessing over the 0.001% of there being a love, then that's not productive at all. I'm not saying that you have to be in work mode all the time, but like I said, from my example, it just didn't make any logical sense for me to be obsessing over it. Even if this girl was my girlfriend, and even if we were together, who's going to be attracted to someone who thinks about them all the time and doesn't have a life outside of them? Now, some people are into that. I guess from a male point of view, it can be very, very attractive to have a girl who's just always thinking about you, and that's what sort of the feminine side is. But at the same time, I've got my own life, I've got my own things to do. I can't reciprocate that all the time. I can't be thinking about her all the time. Of course she's going to pop into my mind and I'm going to think fondly of her, but when I've got stuff to do, I need to get it done. I can't procrastinate. Sure, love is a wonderful feeling. It's so... Well, I say so enchanting, but I've never properly been in love yet, so I guess I'll have to wait and see. But I imagine, from what I've vaguely experienced of it, it's very, very powerful. But we should always stick to where we promised ourselves we were going to go. Keeping the promises to ourselves, not compromising simply because we've got a girlfriend or we're trying to chase after this girl. Chase your passions, chase your dreams, and take a hint like I should have done. I should have taken a hint of the fact that that girl was taking so long to reply and didn't make an effort to reschedule or tell me when she was free. Because, no one's busy for an entire week. I know you can be out doing things, but if she was truly interested, she would have made time for me. She would have said, oh, I'm free on this day, whatever. But she didn't. She said, oh, I'll let you know. Never let me know. And she was simply being polite, but you could argue also that she was just enjoying the attention I was giving her, and I was getting nothing in return. And it's kind of a cynical way of looking at it, but that's the case for a lot of people. That's what's happening when they're chasing for a girl. They don't like you as a person. They're not interested in you as a person. They're simply interested in your attention. So there's no point obsessing over them if they don't reciprocate those feelings. Shut up. Stop being an absolute spurg and get the work done that you know you need to do. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. All of the wondrous, wondrous aspects of this platform we call YouTube. I'll see you in the next one. God bless, and as always, you take very good care of yourself.